Lily loved rainy days. Rainy days meant exploring inside. Today she was on a mission. Grandma's attic was calling her name.
Cobwebs clung to everything. Old furniture gathered dust in the dim light.
Lily giggled. It was like a pirate's treasure room. Then she saw it, a guitar case tucked behind a trunk. It was covered in dust and cobwebs too.
What was inside? Lily blew off the dust from the old mysterious box she found in the attic. She had always been curious about the attic, filled with forgotten treasures and hidden secrets. Today, her curiosity led her to this peculiar box. With a sense of anticipation, she carefully lifted the lid, her heart pounding with excitement. Inside the box lay a beautiful, shiny guitar, unlike any she had ever seen. The guitar seemed to glow with an inner light, its surface smooth and polished to perfection. It was as if the guitar had been waiting for her, calling out to her from the depths of the attic.
This was no ordinary guitar. It was a magical instrument imbued with powers beyond imagination. Legends spoke of a guitar that could transport its player to other realms, a guitar that held the key to adventures untold. It shimmered like moonlight on the sea, casting a soft, ethereal glow around the room. The light danced and flickered, creating patterns that seemed almost alive. Lily could hardly believe her eyes.
With trembling hands, Lily reached out and touched the strings. The moment her fingers made contact, she felt a surge of energy coursing through her. It was as if the guitar recognized her, responding to her touch with a gentle hum. A soft melody filled the air, a tune so beautiful and haunting that it brought tears to her eyes. The notes seemed to float around her, wrapping her in a cocoon of sound. It was a melody that spoke of distant lands and forgotten dreams. Suddenly, the room began to spin. The walls blurred and twisted, and the floor seemed to melt away beneath her feet. Lily felt a strange sensation, as if she were being lifted off the ground and carried away by the music. Lily closed her eyes, feeling dizzy and disoriented. She clung to the guitar, her only anchor in the swirling chaos. The music grew louder, more insistent, pulling her deeper into its spell. When she finally opened her eyes, she gasped in astonishment. The attic was gone. In its place was a lush, vibrant jungle teeming with life. The air was thick with the scent of flowers and the sound of exotic birds. Lily was surrounded by giant ferns and strange trees, their leaves rustling in the gentle breeze. She could hardly believe what she was seeing. It was as if she had stepped into a dream, a world of magic and wonder. A huge shadow loomed overhead, casting a dark silhouette against the bright sky. Lily looked up, her heart pounding with a mix of fear and excitement. What new adventure awaited her in this magical land?
Lily looked up. A long-necked dinosaur munched on leaves high above her. Its eyes were big and brown. It blinked slowly at Lily.
Lily wasn't scared. She felt small, but the dinosaur seemed friendly. She strummed the guitar softly. It made a happy sound.
The dinosaur lowered its head and let out a low rumble. Lily laughed. Maybe she could make a friend in this time. The guitar shimmered again. Lily found herself in a bustling courtyard. Knights in shining armor practiced with swords. A majestic castle stood in the distance.
Suddenly a roar shook the ground. A giant dragon with fiery breath circled the castle. Lily knew she had to help. She played a brave tune on her guitar.
The sound soared through the air. The knights stopped fighting and looked up in amazement.
The guitar glowed brighter than ever. Its light was so intense that it seemed to pulse with a life of its own, casting long dancing shadows on the walls. The strings vibrated gently, as if whispering secrets of a distant future. Lily could feel the energy coursing through her fingers, a connection to something far beyond her understanding.
Lily squeezed her eyes shut. When she opened them, she was surrounded by gleaming metal towers. The city was unlike anything she'd ever seen, with buildings that seemed to touch the sky and streets that buzzed with activity. The air was filled with the hum of advanced technology, and the ground beneath her feet felt smooth and cool. Flying cars zoomed through the sky. They moved with such grace and precision, weaving in and out of the towering structures with ease. The vehicles were sleek and silent, leaving trails of light in their wake. Lily marveled at the sight, her heart racing with excitement at the possibilities that lay before her.
Wow, this place is incredible! She could hardly believe her eyes. Every corner of the city was filled with wonders, from the holographic advertisements that floated in the air to the automated kiosks that offered everything from food to entertainment. It was a world of endless possibilities, and Lily felt like she was in a dream.
Friendly robots greeted her. They spoke in beeps and boops. These robots were unlike any she had seen before, with expressive faces and fluid movements. They seemed almost human in their interactions, offering assistance and companionship to the city's inhabitants. Lily felt a sense of warmth and welcome from these mechanical beings.
"Hi there," Lily said with a smile. The robot responded with a cheerful series of beeps, its eyes lighting up in recognition. She felt an instant connection, as if she had made a new friend in this strange and wonderful place. The robot extended a hand, and Lily shook it, feeling the cool metal against her skin.
Lily laughed. The future was exciting. She felt a sense of joy and freedom that she had never experienced before. The city was a playground of innovation and creativity, and she was eager to explore every inch of it. Her laughter echoed through the streets, blending with the sounds of the bustling metropolis. But then she saw a little robot crying. It was lost and alone. The sight tugged at her heartstrings, and she felt a deep sense of empathy for the tiny machine. Its eyes were filled with digital tears, and its body trembled with sadness. Lily knew she had to do something to help.
"Oh no, don't worry, little guy. I know just what to do." She knelt down beside the robot, offering a comforting hand. The robot looked up at her with hopeful eyes, and she could see the gratitude in its expression. Lily gently patted its head, reassuring it that everything would be okay.
She played a gentle lullaby on her guitar. The soothing melody filled the air, wrapping around the little robot like a warm embrace. The robot's tears began to dry, and its trembling ceased. As the final notes of the lullaby faded away, the robot looked up at Lily with a newfound sense of peace. She smiled, knowing that she had made a difference in this futuristic world.
Lily's music had a magical effect. It calmed the scared dinosaur. It inspired the brave knights. It soothed the lonely robot.
In each time period, Lily learned something new. She learned about bravery from the knights. She learned about kindness from the robot. Most importantly, she learned that music is a universal language. It could connect her with anyone, no matter how different they seemed.
Lily began to miss her home. She missed her warm bed and her grandma's cookies. She knew it was time to go back. But how? The guitar hadn't played her home yet.
Lily strummed the strings, but nothing happened. She was stuck. Then she remembered the dinosaur, the knights, and the robot. They had all taught her something important. Lily closed her eyes and thought of home. Lily poured all her memories into her music. Each strum of the guitar strings was a reflection of her past, a melody of moments that had shaped her. She remembered the laughter of her family, the warmth of their embrace, and the stories they shared around the dinner table. Every note she played was infused with the essence of those cherished times. She played a song of home, a place that was not just a physical space, but a feeling of belonging and love. The cozy room around her seemed to fade away as her mind wandered back to the days when everything felt perfect and complete. Her fingers danced over the strings, creating a symphony that echoed the longing in her heart of family, of love, the memories of her parents' smiles, the sound of her siblings' laughter, and the warmth of their hugs filled her with a bittersweet joy. She could almost hear their voices, feel their presence, as if they were right there with her. The music was her way of keeping them close, of never letting go of the love they had shared. The guitar glowed brighter than ever before. It was as if the instrument itself was alive, resonating with the emotions that flowed through her. The light from the guitar illuminated the room, casting a warm golden glow that seemed to wrap around her like a comforting blanket. The magic of the moment was palpable, a testament to the power of her music and the depth of her feelings. The world around her swirled and spun. Colors and lights merged into a beautiful, chaotic dance, creating a vortex that seemed to pull her in. She felt as if she was being transported to another realm, a place where time and space had no meaning. The sensation was both exhilarating and overwhelming, a whirlwind of emotions that left her breathless.
Lily held on tight, her heart pounding. She could feel the rhythm of her heartbeat matching the tempo of the music, a steady, reassuring pulse that kept her grounded. Despite the chaos around her, she knew she had to stay focused, to hold on to the one thing that connected her to her past and her family. She squeezed her eyes shut and wished with all her might. She wished for the strength to keep going, for the courage to face whatever lay ahead. and for the hope that she would one day find her way back to the place she called home. Her wish was a silent prayer, a plea to the universe to guide her through the darkness and bring her back to the light.
When the spinning stopped, Lily opened her eyes. She blinked, trying to make sense of her surroundings. The world had changed, but the feeling in her heart remained the same. She felt a sense of calm wash over her, a quiet assurance that she was exactly where she needed to be. She was back in the attic. The familiar, dusty space was a stark contrast to the vibrant, swirling world she had just left. But it was a place of memories, a sanctuary where she had always felt safe. The old furniture, the cobwebs, and the faint smell of nostalgia filled the air, reminding her of the countless hours she had spent here, lost in her music. The old guitar lay in her lap, its magic gone. The glow had faded, but the memories it held were still alive. She ran her fingers over the worn strings, feeling the history embedded in every groove. The guitar was more than just an instrument. It was a vessel of her past, a bridge to the moments that had shaped her, but Lily knew it was real. The journey she had taken, the emotions she had felt, and the music she had played were all a part of her. She realized that the magic wasn't in the guitar, but in her heart. And as long as she held on to that, she would always find her way home. Lily ran downstairs to tell her grandma all about her adventures. Grandma smiled. She had a twinkle in her eye.
Sometimes, Grandma said, the greatest treasures are found in the most unexpected places.
Lily knew she was right. She had traveled through time, she'd made new friends, but most importantly, she had discovered the magic within herself, and that was a treasure worth more than anything.